Hello, Maxime.
Hello, Loic. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Yeah, welcome to Cannes.
Yeah, it's good. Sunny.
Yeah.
You see around us.
it's quite a lot of light and it's intense. How was the event so far? You enjoying your time here?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
ETH CC is always a major event, I think, for crypto, for France, and for Cannes as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice to be here, and it's the one that you don't want to miss for sure.
Yeah, that's my first event for me, so I wouldn't emphasize on previous ETH CC events.
Yeah.
But you've done the previous one already.
Not this one actually. Yeah, I've done one in Belgium, if I'm right, ECC.
In Brussels.
In Brussels.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I did it last year, but it's the first time in Cannes.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we're here to talk about WeMine, right? Which is a project that we're working on together.
Yeah, true.
So what I want to ask you first, before we talk about the project itself, can you tell us a bit more about you? You know, like just not only as a professional, who you are, where you're from, you know?
Yeah, I can start when I got into crypto. I think it's a good start.
You don't want to start before?
I mean, before I was working in marketing business already, but in the sports industry mostly.
Okay.
But I really got, things really changed for me when I started to heard about Bitcoin first. It was 2016. Started to get into the topic of blockchain, got even more interested by the underlying technology. And like many, I invested in 2017, almost at the peak of Bitcoin. So it was a tough time, but I kind of never gave up because beyond investing, I was really interested in the technology itself.
So you had the chance in 2021 to get back a bit what you lost in 2017?
Yeah, I think, yeah. I mean, for me, yeah. I got my money back and even a bit more, luckily. But most importantly, I started to work really full-time into crypto as a professional in 2020.
Okay.
For Swissborg, an exchange based in Switzerland. And I worked 4 years for them. And I really stepped up into the crypto space. It was not just a passion, it was my profession. So I was really into it 24/7. And it hasn't changed, actually. I'm still into it.
And what do you like about this industry?
Sorry, can
what do you like about this industry in particular? Right, it's a question I used to ask, and there is different, obviously the money, maybe, but what is on your side? What do you really like about crypto and blockchain?
So I think just like I was working in digital marketing, what I like it's in constant evolution. So you don't stick to a job, you don't know what you're going to do in 6 months, and what you did 6 months before is different. So it's in a constant evolution. It can be tiring, right? To always be related to this market, challenging because the market is volatile and our industry, even on the personal side, because we all work a lot. Yeah. But what I do like, it's because it's in constant evolution, and also because I do believe it's gonna revolutionize the financial system, so the world as a whole. Yeah.
And what type of revolution? Because that's it will make a transition, right? It will make a transition to talk and to introduce WeMine. Yeah. But what the revolution you believe that the blockchain can succeed or can realize, right? Can crystallize in the coming months, in the coming years? What is the belief?
So it's quite philosophical, right? I don't know where we will end up, but let's try it. I think overall, where we're heading as an industry, blockchain is help us to build trust in a new way, and somehow people are losing trust, generally speaking, into our institution, into the financial system. And so we are rebuilding a way to build trust in a different way, especially with blockchain and Bitcoin.
Yes.
So it's like trustless technology that is transparent, we can verify, it's immutable, and we are rebuilding for me the way we build trust, rebuilding governance, rebuilding finance. So that's why I think it's going to change the whole way the system works at the moment.
Yeah, it goes with the core of what is Bitcoin today, right?
Yeah.
And the genesis, right, to freedom to the people, right? This spirit, and I think that's my personal belief, without much of let's say speculation regarding what will be the future. But I believe that it empowers people, it breaks down the silos for people just to get closer, right, to the assets, to the value, to opportunities, right? I think this industry, beyond bringing visibility, is something that that potentially we will see in the coming years. So now we've said that, what can you tell us a bit, few words about WeMine? It's a new project. We launched it somehow together, right? It was spin-offs from Earth Company. Now it's a project on its own, and you're leading it. So tell us a bit more about the spirit of WeMine.
Yeah, so I think first of all, what got me hooked is the project itself, because I've been through several cycles, and I can say that right now we are questioning ourselves about what drives value. And in my view, like proof of work tokens are really at the core of generating value of this industry, and mining as well. So I was really interested into mining, and yeah, WeMine, I mean, the purpose of it is to make mining simple, accessible, and sustainable for everyone, while mining is really, and it's already very institutionalized.
So you said many things. You said it's accessible, sustainable, right?
Yeah.
So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
So how's that WeMine's gonna make that, right? Accessible to whom? How sustainable?
Yeah.
You know.
So let's start with the simplicity and the accessibility. Right now, you need a lot of capital to get into mining to get a decent yield.
Yes.
And if you don't have enough capital, you're not gonna get a good return on investment, because you're going to use services that are for retail, and usually they take a huge cut.
Yep.
So you don't really get your investment back. So I was really interested to make those institutional service accessible to retail.
Okay.
So the how we do it is we are building an application. So that's pretty simple, right? You have an application online where you can use, you can buy mining power. We use it into, I mean, the mining power we're producing is a form of a collectible NFT.
Okay.
Once you buy it, you can stake it on the platform, and you are eligible to receive mining rewards.
Easy.
It's
Easy
that
and
simple.
accessible.
It's that simple, yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we are building, and that's why we are making it to everyone. Of course, it's still a Web3 project, so you need a wallet. You still need to connect wallet. We can see it today in testnet. If you are Web3 friendly, it's easy for you, but we still need to onboard more people in the future. So I hope we will make it as simple as purchasing a product online with your credit card. You can purchase mining power and earn mining rewards.
But that's the purpose, That's the purpose. And what about sustainability? Because that's another big pillar, right? Accessible, okay, simple app, right? Removing the barriers, simplifying the process, okay. But how sustainable?
So, but the sustainability comes with, I think, a good balance between performance, so uptime, and the sustainability is being transparent of how those Bitcoin are produced. So using sustainable energy, such as hydroelectricity, solar energy, and so on. So we want to be transparent of how those Bitcoin are produced, and even other proof of work token in the future. So it's important for us to just not distribute rewards, and that's why we work with trusted partners such as Earth Mining that help us to select the right operators, make sure they are using what they say, because it's hard to verify what's being done, in other countries and so on. So that's why we also have trusted partner like Earth to help us run the operations.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool. Also, accessible, sustainable. That's great. Where do you stand today? Where do we stand, right? But more particularly, I know the roadmap, so I'm not gonna pretend. But can you tell us a bit more regarding where the project stands today? What has been achieved so far? Important, I believe, to mention Alephium partnership, to mention everything that we've done, and where we are heading now with the project.
Yeah. So first, where we are at, we are testing our first version of the product on Alephium right now. Why Alephium? Because that's a scalable and programmable proof of work blockchain that we partner with. We were part of their grant program, and at the moment we have the first MVP is being tested. So we are able to sell collection of mining power as an NFT. People can then purchase it, purchase those NFT, stake them, earn rewards regularly, and it's working well at the moment. So that's where we are at. And in the near future, our goal is to add an additional chain, so to have a multi-chain product, and also to have like a first public launch and also B2B partnerships as well. So B2B deal where we can mint some collection for business partners basically.
Yeah. And there is something boiling regarding that. Was the first partner.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to disclose it, right?
But we won't disclose it, but hopefully we will announce it quite shortly.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, I mean, that's where we stand today. If we would have to, I don't know, what is the ask, right? What if we would have, we already have a lot of people here listening to us. So basically, what we would ask, what is the ask today for WeMine to the crypto community, right, around us? Is it to follow? Do we need funding? What is the ask?
I think overall right now, of course, funding is important. We made the decision and we were lucky enough to have some fundings to build the product and MVP before doing funding rounds. So we're definitely doing a pre-seed round at the moment that we hope to fill as quick as possible, and then we will have another round of funding, a seed round that we hope mostly that is open, of course, to investors, venture capitals, and other investors type to help us fund the project. The goal is pretty simple with WeMine because a third of our supply is directly linked to the amount of NFT we're going to mint. So there is this aspect where it's kind of unique because to have a supply emission, 30% depends of how much we're going to sell. So we need to generate turnover, revenues to issue some tokens on the market, which is, I think, a pretty good value proposition as well.
Yeah. So let's say that I'm a newbie in mining, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the added value of me participating somehow through the WeMine protocol in mining? Can you tell us a bit, if I start to engage tomorrow with WeMine, what are the return that I can expect, right? How will I get my return? Will it be paid in stable coin? Will it be paid in tokens? Tell us a bit more. And what is also the return in percentage, right? We can't promise, I believe, or maybe you can, I don't know, but what will be the future return? But where does that stand today?
So not financial advice, of course. We cannot promise any return.
Absolutely,
like always. But the first thing that is, I think, quite interesting in WeMine, it's because we decided to not just, we could have just tokenized mining rigs and give ownerships, but we wanted to take this community approach of mining, really Web3 approach and build communities. That's why when you buy an NFT, you need to stake it to access the rewards, but you cannot sell your NFT when it's staked. And you need to unstake it to sell it, but then you don't get the reward anymore. So then the percentage can vary because if all the participants are in the pool, then the reward is divided by the number of NFT in the pool. If some participants start to unstake and sell their NFT, you still have this same reward distributed to those who are sticking to the or committed.
And it's a collectible, right? So there might be ways of selling it, right?
They can sell it when you unstake. You can sell it on secondary market, of course. But if you stake and you commit, you always get the reward. So I think right now, if we take mining, right, the price of mining a Bitcoin is roughly 65K.
Yeah, it depends, I believe, on the locations and everything. But today, that's what we have at Earth, right?
Yeah. So you have a yield that can go above 40%, I guess, at the end at the moment. It also depends of the difficulty on the network, right? We have it plays a big role, the cost of electricity. We're not sure how the network is going to behave in the coming years. But the good thing is because we have this dual mining with our token, you're going to get an additional yield with the WeMine token. So that will give you this, let's say, push where you get a better yield. And because you are staking in our pool, you will get also this monthly allocation of mine token along the way.
And potentially further down the line, because I'm close to the Gigaton family, right? Maybe we can have a third reward that would come into the pool, and namely the carbon credit, right?
Yeah, I forgot to mention it when we discussed sustainability, but of course carbon credit is something we're exploring as well. I think, Gigaton is really at the forefront of that market. We really hope to be one of the first. I mean, there are many people who hope to be the first to provide certified carbon on chain, but we are pretty well positioned because Gigaton is working with Alifium as well. We are with the Alifium ecosystem. So there's a good chance that we will provide this additional reward. We really hope to. I don't want to promise too much because we don't know when it's going to come. So for now, you will have the Bitcoin rewards or the proof of work token rewards that you're mining, plus the mine token, plus hopefully certified carbon credit that you can sell on secondary market.
That is unique actually, because it's important to mention that today, even if you are an experienced and a crypto miner at scale like Marathon, the only thing that you mine basically is the token itself, right? And thanks to WeMine today, we give first the accessibility, but also we give the opportunity to mine different things than just the token that is being mined by the infrastructure, namely the WeMine token and the carbon credit, which is very, very excited. Maybe we can talk a bit because I know that there is a schedule regarding the WeMine token emissions. Can you tell us a bit more why it's important to get in the early stage of the project?
Yeah, so linked to the schedule, basically, the more we sell basically mining power, the less we will, the more, let's say, we will decrease the yield. So it's proportional. So the first collection will have more yield in terms of mine token than the ones in the future. Yeah. That's why the earlier you get in, the higher the mine token yield you will get. Yeah. So this is like correlated to the amounts we are selling.
Okay. So we're going to conclude this talk. It was a pleasure to hear more from you and about the WeMine project. Just a small question. If we have to get one idea, right, about the WeMine and what will be the next step that people might need to catch, right? What would it be?
I think it's really definitely getting to the first sales because the first NFT that we are going to mint will have a very high yield in terms of mine token, and it will quickly reduce as we go further. Yeah. And also because I think the mine token itself will have a real role into the ecosystem. So if you get more mine token, you will have the opportunity to get membership on our platforms, governance, and so on. So yeah, the more token you have, it's a utility token. So it will be easy for you to access other functionalities and features in our ecosystem.
Important to be an early bird then.
Yeah, it's. I think it's always the same, and you also want to reward early people because we take it, as I said, as a community member. So those who are early, we want to make sure they are rewarded for their commitment.
Thank you very much, Maxime. It was insightful talking with you today.
It was a pleasure, as always. Thank you.
Cheers.